sensational tonight. But we were able to stay with it with our minds and keep on grinding even after Ray Allen's three. I was probably thinking the same thing everybody else was thinking for a split second when he banged home that three. It's okay, here we go again. But we're able to stay in it mentally. I think that's where we've been different now, and we focused on grinding that overtime and had to do it the tough way. A lot of contributions from different guys, particularly off the bench. You know, UD gave us a warrior game, and he seems to thrive. You know, one way or another, these games he rises to the occasion.
Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. Just the Rondo thing. You've been going under on him. You pretty much have to. Is that like a no-choice thing, really?
I have no idea. I'll be honest. we tried almost everything with him, and the conventional wisdom of, you know, saying he's got to beat you with the score, beat you with the jump shot, beat you by not getting all the other guys going. You know, they only had 15 assists. And you would never think that he would have that kind of monster game, but what it speaks to is his competitiveness. He's a competitor. He's a basketball player. You know, whatever that team needs, he's going to do. And so somehow we were able to, you know, withstand his incredible game.
Erik, two-parter here. Dwayne had sort of an uneven game, and it seemed especially early they were showing the hell of a lot, trapping him or whatever, making him a passer. Then he got free in the third, and then kind of the fourth, and didn't show up again, and then the overtime did. But what do you attribute that to mostly? And then the second part, just if you can replay what happened on that play where Ray got the open three and tied the game.
Yeah, I would rather not, but you know, that's Dwayne's mental toughness, and you have to give them credit. They really came out and defended the heck out of us. Particularly in the first half. They're getting us a step out of everything. They're really aggressive on our pick and rolls. We couldn't get separation, couldn't get into the paint the way we wanted to. So he made some adjustments on that. We made some adjustments with different actions to create a little bit more space for them. Different guys setting the screen and a different look. And you know, he was able to stay in it mentally through all that. And that's the way it's going to be. You know, the rest of the series, it's going to be tough, and you have to find different ways to impact the game. Once it became, you know, go-to time in the overtime, you know, that's when Dwayne's mentally toughest, and he made some big plays down the stretch, aggressive, you know, even through all the fatigue, and he's able to do that. The other play was a little bit in rotation. It was a little bit unforced why we got into rotation. We don't necessarily need to get into that, but once he got into the paint, I saw the ball go bing, bang, boom, and my eyes saw one guy open. I said, "Oh boy, you know, here we go again." And you know, they have an uncanny way of finding him, you know, when it counts.
Hi, Erik. Chris Thomas from Fox Sports. Could you talk about LeBron's game down the stretch? You know, first of all, the look he had on the last second shot of regulation. Then he missed a couple free throws, but then he just kind of kept battling, hit some free throws, had the assist, the tip. Just talk about the whole scenario.
For a split second there, once we got the offensive rebound, I was just about to call timeout. I was like, no way, I'm not giving Doc a chance to scheme something. And he wanted the ball. I could see the look in his eyes. And what I liked about it is he made winning plays. You know, he missed a couple free throws, and yet still had to impact that loose ball down at our end. Okay, a couple plays keeping the ball alive on the offensive end, drawing fouls, the 24 free throw attempts, but he made winning plays down the stretch. You know, guarding a guy who had an incredible night, and that's what it's about. It's not always going to be about, you know, the shot. It's about finding a different way to win, especially against a team like this.